Alright, welcome back. This is video 3. Today we're going to talk about the Romanian deadlift, also short is the RDL. The classification of the RDL is it's a lower body auxiliary movement. The purpose of it is used as a foundational movement that you can progress onto other pulling movements such as like a standard deadlift or into the Olympic movements that are a lot more complex. The muscles used in the RDL is the gluteus maximus, the hamstrings. You have your semimembranosus, tendinosus, and biceps femoris, as well as the erector spinae running up your back. So to get started, we're going to go with the dumbbell RDL. We'll have our demo here show us. Go ahead and do it 3 slow. And then go ahead and turn to the side. So what we're looking at here is he has a slight bend in the knee, and then he's keeping a nice thoracic position. The lumbar is maintaining a curve, he's not rounding, and the chest is up tall. Alright, go ahead and relax there. Some of the cues that we like to think about is we want to have slight bend in the knees, and then think about pushing that chest up and out. That's going to help maintain that nice posture, as well as squeezing the shoulders back. The next movement, or another variation of the RDL, is going to be sandbag RDL. So essentially the same movement, but now we're just holding on to a different piece of equipment, different type of resistance. Keep your arms straight. I know it's kind of awkward. Yeah. Arms remain straight. Feet should be approximately hip width apart. Go ahead and relax. So for this movement, there's no need to have a spotter, because if there's anything that happens, they can just simply let go of the equipment and just walk away. Some of the variations that we can use is single leg as well. So we're going to bring these dumbbells back, and we can go single leg with 2, or also take one away and create more of a instability, and they have to balance better. So today we're going to demonstrate with 2. Now, the posture and the leg position is essentially the same. There should be a slight bend in the knee, but now he's thinking about driving his heel up and back behind him. Go ahead and show from this side. Now, if we wanted to do single leg dumbbell RDL, then we would have the dumbbell be on the side that the leg is coming up off of. Now, what is seen mostly in gyms that I think most of you would be more familiar with would be a barbell RDL. Now, we can adjust the grips depending on how you want to challenge yourself, but typically grip is just outside of the hips, just like you would a conventional deadlift or like a clean. Again, he's keeping that chest up tall, maintaining that lordotic position, and hips slightly bent. Or excuse me, knees slightly bent. The last variation that we're going to go over today is going to be single leg with a medicine ball. It's a little more dynamic, and we'll be able to have a little more motion with the upper body here. So what we'll see is he'll perform an RDL into a knee tuck, and he's going to press overhead. There you go. Go ahead and do a few more. And then from the side. And if we want to continue to challenge the athlete, then into the knee tuck, you can explode and jump off the ground. So to wrap things up, some of the advantages of the RDL is that it is a foundational movement, so we can always progress up to more challenging lifts, such as the Olympic lifts that require a lot more movement. It's also a great way of focusing on the posterior. Because he's pushing his hips behind him, it really engages hamstrings, butt, and low back. The main disadvantages of the RDL, whether it is single leg or with both feet planted on the ground, is that if someone has tight hamstrings, they'll have limited range of motion. And if they do choose to do single leg RDL, then balance could become an issue. Thanks for tuning in. That's all we have for today.